Now, many of you will know that by the 31st of last year, December, Nio's intentions was to get to the 3,000 battery swapping stations in total, but we saw them at the end of the year in China, Nio having total battery swapping stations of around 2,995, right? Which is something that is good, man, because it was right there. It was around 3,000. They just fell short by 5 battery swapping stations, which it was not a train smash. In fact, the reason why I'm telling you about that today, Nio announced that they've reached 3,000 battery swapping stations in China, which, knowing that the first battery swapping station was deployed in May of 2018, or the 20th of May 2018, it is something that shows you that Nio has made indeed massive progress when it comes to their infrastructure that either swap the batteries or charges the battery, because for charging infrastructure we know that as of the 31st, Nio had over 25,000 chargers all over China, which is something that was very, very interesting. Now, battery swapping station number 1000 came on the 6th of July 2022, which was great, which was a very milestone, a good milestone for Nio that deserves some good celebration. 2000 battery swapping stations came on 26th of October 2023, which again it was a very, very good milestone. Now 3000 came on the 3rd, or came now in January. I don't know if it's the 2nd or the 3rd, but it came in this year January, which is something that is pretty good. I mean, there are quite number of battery swapping station that you find almost everywhere in China, and like someone said on the streets of social media, those battery swapping stations are like billboards for Nio. I mean, you can't help but wonder, even if you don't know about Nio, what those battery swapping stations do. So they are advertising Nio. Those battery swapping stations advertise Nio and are also contributing, I would like to believe, into Nio getting orders, Nio getting customers, because especially those that driving new energy vehicle cars, when they see other EV cars swapping or completing a battery swap onto Nio battery swapping station, they can't help but wonder how much Nio car is, and if they will find it expensive for them, they will end up going to the ONVO L60, because what happens is that when you go to a Nio showroom or a Nio store and you want a Nio car, if you can't afford a Nio car, Nio sales team will recommend you or refer you to the ONVO L60 or to the ONVO store, which is something that is pretty exciting. Same goes to the ONVO store. ONVO, if you want the top range or high-end premium car, they are always recommending you to go for a Nio main brand, which the CEO has also, I think last month, indicated that there are quite a number of sales that Nio has scoped, or quite a number of orders that Nio scoped, coming from recommendation from the ONVO sales team, which is something that obviously it's good. So these battery swapping stations are also acting as advertising billboards for Nio, because everywhere, almost everywhere in China right now, you will find a Nio battery swapping station, and if you are just finding it here, next town you find it there, and the other town you find it right there. It makes you wonder what those box or those battery hotels, like what some people call it in Europe, or are doing there. What are they for? And when you find out, you can't help but think of going to buy a Nio car, an ONVO car, which is something that it will bring out. In fact, I believe it is one of the things driving sales into Nio, because there's no EV maker out there that is deploying the kind of technology. So this battery swapping station number 3000 went live in Harbin, Heilongjiang province in the northern of China. I hope I announced it right, which is good. You know that by the end of March, Nio targets to have another 1000 of ONVO battery swapping stations added on top of those 1000 they announced, of course, before the year end last year, which is something that is pretty exciting. And it tells you that though Nio did not see the 1000 battery swapping station like they predicted or projected, this year we might easily see Nio acquiring, deploying 2000 battery swapping stations, which is something that is great, something that is amazing to see. I mean, for the full year 2024, Nio only managed to add 679 battery swapping stations, lagging a bit behind, but not to worry. What Nio said, you remember that they said before the end of February they should have reached the target, or the 1000 battery swapping station target, which they had set for themselves somewhere last year, which is something that is great. Oh yeah, man, this is what we saw today. And like I said, this, and you will know that these battery swapping station, or 30,000 battery swapping stations that Nio have, are not the total which they have globally. These are only Chinese battery swapping stations. Outside of China, Europe, Nio currently has around 60 battery swapping stations, which is always good to see that wherever Nio goes, they are making sure that they take their battery swapping stations with them. So I am happy, I am excited. I know, yeah, to some of the new investors, they don't understand this thing of battery swapping station, how it works, because people, I remember I received a comment 2 days ago indicating that battery swapping station is a waste of money for Nio, because not many people are paying when they swap, or not many people are paying for this technology. Which I had to remind that person is that obviously you will know that battery swapping station is not only entailing about swapping services fees, but there is a battery rental, because the moment you don't buy a Nio without a battery, you have to pay a monthly battery rental fee for the long range of around 1,128 RMB, with 928 RMB for standard battery packs, and 728 RMB for the standard battery packs, of which, knowing that that money is already going to Nio, right? And over and above that, then we've got the service fee which you pay when you complete a swap onto Nio battery swapping stations. This is where people are getting incentives of getting free swaps. But for battery rental, everyone that is utilizing Nio's battery swapping station is paying for battery rental prices on a month to month. It is the swapping services that some of the Nio users are getting exempted from. But also with that, you will know that it's not a lifetime exemption. Yes, there are those, I think when battery swapping stations were loaded, they had received a lifetime battery swapping for that specific car, right? But I think once they buy another car, they will be getting, or they will go into a new contract which they might get few battery swaps or free battery swaps, and then after that they will start paying for battery swapping station. Even those incentives that Nio is offering today, it's not like everyone throughout the whole month or throughout the period, the whole year, they're not paying. They get free coupon. I think there is a incentive of saying that for every 5 battery swaps you get 1 for free. There is also that, which is something that shows you that there are quite a number of people that are paying swapping services fee, right? And we just don't know the number, or Nio has not disclosed this to us as yet, but we know that that is taking place. And there are people that are still getting free swaps and not paying a single dime, because there are quite a number of promotions that Nio introduced for this battery swapping station. But all in all, just know that there are people that are paying, all people that are using battery swapping station, they are paying for battery rental prices, and some are paying, of course, or majority, I would like to think that they are paying also the battery swapping service fee, which, yes, I agree that there are also others that are not paying a dime for swaps, and those, of course, we know that also they will, at the end of the day, they will end up paying for the battery swapping service that all the others are paying when they complete a battery swap. So just thought I'd give you this quick updates. Tell me what you think about this. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. That's all from me, man, and God bless you all.